that there is no need for people of different traditions and different religions and different philosophy to battle. The reason so many scriptures are written is to prove a point of view. So many scriptures are written to explain that my philosophy is more right than yours. But what it actually means is that another logical person just writes it in a little bit more logical manner. And then a few years later, another logical person who has a better logic overcomes that previous logic. So it's a logic upon logic and rationality upon rationality, depending upon the time and the era of mankind. Out of this are born many different philosophies and many different scriptures. And according to the different temperaments and the climate of civilization, extra reflections are given. That is why there is an abundance of scriptures in every tradition. And sometimes these different scriptures within the same tradition is what creates conflict, because people recite one scripture against the other. What they're actually doing is using somebody else's logic to try and beat somebody else's logic. That is taking you further away from the God. So my mother used to say, no one knows enough to be spiritually pessimistic. Please steady yourself. Steady yourself to know faith is so elusive, you can't hold it. You can't taste it. You can't mold it. You can't shape it as such. It is there all the time. Understand what it means to go from tamasic shraddha into rajasic shraddha into sattva shraddha. There is a divine treasure waiting to be unearthed. Like a famous samurai warrior went up to a wise man and he says, Master, he says, is there such a thing as heaven and hell? And he says, yes, of course there is. He says, can you show them to me? And he says, of course I can. And he says, please. And he says, well, he says, before I do that, I just want to tell you that you are a samurai soldier? He says, yes. He says, but that sword that you wear, it looks very blunt to me. It looks rather childish, and only a woman should carry that, not a soldier like you. And to insult a weapon of a samurai is the greatest insult you can give. And immediately he got so angry, took out his sword and was about to hit this master. And the master put his head in front of him. And he says, enter the gates of hell, my dear son. And then as he was about to hit him, he heard these words and he stopped. And then he picked up his sword and he threw the sword on the floor and he bowed down and he said, Master, I'm so sorry. He said, welcome to the gates of heaven. It's within seconds, within moments, the two are dancing with each other. So we have this gift given by Sri Krishna. No condemnation of this energetics. It is just how we trigger. What you are is how the world can be brought forward. And all of us can inspire such a change in people.